Melissa Farrell, and we're going to do a little bit of yoga today. I'm going to start with the downward dog sequence into a vinyasa in the first sun salutation, and then once we get that, we're going to go into sun salutation B. So the first thing I want to talk about today is hand placement. It's going to be really important for your balance, and especially when we go into arm balances and downward dog. When your hands are on the ground, they're your most basic rooting part, as well as your feet. So you want your pinky and your thumb to be as wide as they can possibly go, with your middle finger pointing towards the top of your mat. So then when you put your hands down, it's going to look like this, and you're constantly lengthening and pressing into the meat of your hand. You don't want it to be in your wrists at all. So it's really this part of your hand that's pressing the most, and then right around here is going to be your basic grounding part. And when we talk about rotating your arms in, you want the inside of your elbow to face forward so that your shoulder is kind of rotated in, and that's going to help with more strength and flexibility. And your feet are pretty important in this too. You want to keep them grounded. When we're in downward dog, you want your heels to be pointing towards the ground. If you can get them all the way down, that's great. If you're not there yet, just work on rooting your heels to the ground. So we're going to start at the top of our mat. And your mat is really the only piece of equipment that you're going to need today. It helps that there's a little more stickiness because that's going to keep you from sliding all around. But really anything will do. You could use a bathroom rug if you want to. We're going to start at the top of our mat for the first sun salutation, and you want your toes to be together and your heels slightly apart, and really ground through your feet and spread your toes. And you want to grip your quads so that you're lifting your kneecaps up. And that'll really help you engage, and the more flexible you get, that'll keep you from hurting yourself. So shoulders back, take a deep breath in and raise your arms to the ceiling. And on an exhale, fold at the waist and bring your hands to wherever they land. If it's on your shins, that's fine. If it's on the floor, that's great. If you have to bend your knees, do whatever you have to do. Then you want to inhale up with a straight back. So put your hands on your shins or your knees or the floor, or wherever you are, but make sure that your back is straight and you're lifting through your head. And then on an exhale, fold again. And then we're going to inhale and come all the way back up to standing. Exhale our arms by our side. So let's add some more things to that. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. And on an exhale, just gently step back into plank pose. And from plank, we're going to lower all the way to the ground. If you need to put your knees down, that's fine too. And then point your toes behind you and really draw the top of your toes into the ground. And just lift your body halfway, but pull your hands back towards your body and lift your chest up. This is cobra pose. And on an exhale, come back down. Curl your toes under. Inhale once. Exhale, lift your body into downward dog. The movement there really comes from your abdomen, and it's okay if your heels are up, but really try to move your hips back and ground your heels into the floor. And your hands are spreading wide, and your elbows are pointing towards the front of your mat, and your head just sort of dangles, but you can look towards your navel if that's comfortable. And you want your body to be in sort of a V shape, kind of a mountain or an upside down V. And really stretch your low back and try and push your hips back and your heels down. And then on an inhale, look towards your hands. Step or walk to the front of your mat. Inhale halfway to monkey. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Let's try it one more time, faster. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, step or walk back, lower down. Inhale up. This is called upward facing dog. You can do this or cobra, whatever's comfortable. And on an exhale, curl your toes under and go into down dog. And this is our resting pose. You can hold it as long as you need to. If at any point you want to come into child's pose, you can bend your knees and fold down to the ground and lay your head down. And then on an exhale, look towards your hands. Step or float to the front. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Let's try that one more time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, step or jump back. Inhale up. And exhale, down dog. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Now let's try Surya Namaskar B. We're going to bend our knees into chair pose. And you want your shoulders down. Your chest is lifting, but your butt is sort of tucked under. You want your tailbone to be protected. And on an exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, step back and lower. Inhale up to up dog. Exhale, down dog. And then you want to turn your left foot at 45 degrees. Bend your right leg, bring it in between your hands, and inhale into Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale down. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. Turn your right foot at 45 degrees. Bend your left leg. Bring it to the front of your mat. Inhale, warriors 1. Exhale down. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. And rest here for a few breaths. At the end of your last exhale, look towards your hands. Float to the front of your mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees into chair pose. Exhale, come to standing. You can do those as many times as you like to warm up at the beginning of your practice, or you can just do 1 or 2.